thank you guys for joining us here today, and I hope you're all safe and healthy. Before I start, I would just like to ask you all to just mute your mic and let just Dr. Karling speak, if that's possible, because we can hear that. Okay, great, everyone. Thank you. So, Priti?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We would like to start with introducing Dr. Karling once again to our viewers. She is currently an associate professor from Faculty of Business Communication and Law at INTI International University. She's always been an entrepreneur at heart. She had started her own business called HRD Solutions in 2000, which she subsequently closed due to family commitments. She was then a registrar at INTI Penang, visiting professor at universities in the Philippines and Vietnam. She's also the co-founder plus talent consultant plus cross-generation management expert at Optimum Capacity Center in Bahad. Wow, thanks.
An
That's great.
inspiring journey indeed, Priti. And this session was brought forward because we're somehow feeling demotivated in terms of our career or business. And we are bringing Dr. Karling because she's one of the lecturers who has always pushed us to achieve more in our life. So, Dr. Karling,
So true, so true.
we leave the floor to you now.
Thank you.
Yes, we know. Okay.
Yep. And by the way, for those who see this profile picture, this profile picture was taken in India,
Oh,
Oh,
in
really?
Indore, India, and I was invited as the keynote speaker on challenges of women entrepreneurs in Asia.
Wow.
and
So
That's nice.
when we type
that
Karling
was a
Lee, this
very
is the first
memorable
picture we
trip.
get.
It's a very nice picture. I like the way they have taken it. I still keep in touch with them, but unfortunately, I can't go back to Indore at the moment. Although I would love to, because I
One day.
very privileged to go to Ujjain.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm just eager
Yeah.
to say Indore is my hometown, man. So
Oh,
it
Oh,
was really nice to
really?
know that you went there, you had a that whatever the conference or whatever the meeting you had. Sorry, I forgot.
organize
Just
another
heard
one
you
soon.
were talking about the India.
Organize another one,
Yeah.
Ankit, and we'll all come.
I yeah.
Yes.
We'll all go to Indore. It's worth a visit.
It is. It is.
And
It's a really nice.
When?
Ujjain is very, very holy and very sacred. You know,
Yes, it is the
I
Mahakal temple she's
really,
talking about.
I very felt very different in Ujjain. So it
It's
was a
nice.
very spiritual journey as well. Right. So
Okay. So let's start
let's
with our
start then.
first question, which is how do we reinvent ourselves during and post this crisis? Doctor?
Right. Very good questions. And seeing that majority of you, your background is in business and management, although there are some engineers who then decided to do MBA. There are some IT specialists who also decide to do MBA, but in general, your background are business and management. And sad to say, after COVID-19, there will be high likelihood for a global recession and a global, what we would call retrenchment or layoff. And a lot of people in business and management background, with business and management background, are high likelihood to be the ones to go. Right? So therefore, how should you reinvent yourself is today, go and listen to technical tech talks, right? Choose a technical tech talk that you think you can deal with. Another way is to go to YouTube and start learning about R Studio. All right, R Studio. And I'm sorry I can't write anything because usually I use Zoom so I can scroll here and there.
Sorry, Doctor.
Right? But I can't write here. But just bear in mind, you can also learn Art Studio informally through YouTube. Or if you want a more comprehensive learning of our studio, you can pay and buy it from Udemy, Udemy, Udemy. So during the crisis, this is the best time for you to upgrade yourself because you have to reinvent yourself with skills that the future needs, not skills that you think is great now, right? Yeah. I mean, business and management is fantastic now, but post crisis, all these are no longer relevant. People are starting to look for all these data analytics skills, data scientists. And if you don't equip yourself with this kind of skills, then you will have issues. Now, another way is like people like Ankit. His background is accounting and finance, right? So he should continue to strengthen himself in the area of accounting and finance, not just focusing on FA, which is financial accounting, but reinvent himself to strengthen on MA, management accounting, for the simple reason that after the crisis, a lot of companies are going to look into cost structure. How do we reduce costs? How do we strengthen our income? And one way of doing that is to relook at the whole cost structure, recalculate our cost structure. And so the demand for management accountants is going to go up rather than for financial accountants. Okay?
Wow.
So these are some of the areas you could consider in reinventing yourself during the crisis to move into more technical skills. Of course, we can't suddenly go into engineering, we are business and management. So the easiest is at least go into statistics because majority of
Yeah.
you, you have at least a basic of SPSS. And in fact, do you know that you can use SPSS to run data analytics? Perhaps you don't realize it, but these are things you can explore. So during the crisis and after the crisis, don't stop learning, go more into technical areas. Okay, don't stick with the generic business and management because that's not going to help. All right. Now, if you are strong like Hanaa in e-marketing, right, then this is another very big area that you need to really reinvent yourself. Don't go for the standard way of doing things. Listen to more TED Talks. And TED Talks can give you so much more, right? So that's how I would see things.
Doctor, that was really good tips. I think we all should start looking into it. And in on Udemy itself, I believe there are so many free courses right now that they are giving on digital marketing, or how to even start learning basic coding and stuff like that. So I think it should be something that we're all looking into. And so our next second
Yep.
question is, how do we navigate digitization in industries? And we'll take HR because HR is your forte.